Hello my lovely people, if you are new here, my name is Brunel. If you have got extremely oily skin and you want to find out if this foundation here is good for you, this is the place to be. Now, if you just got like an oily T-zone, step back. Step back. Yeah, this is not for you. This is for these who are extremely oily. Of course, you can watch from the side, but just be mindful. Yeah, I have got extremely oily skin with large pores, which gives me textured skin. And as a norm, when it comes to cream foundations where they've got like in a stick, I leave that thing, leave them alone. I do not touch them at all because 2 hours maybe pushing it the most, and then it starts melting off and separating, and it just looks disgusting. And so I don't usually touch them whatsoever. However, I watched Huda Beauty's video, and she did say this will work. I think she did say it works well for those with oily skin, that she also has oily skin. This is the Faux Filter foundation in stick format, which is meant to be super easy, quick. You just bish, bash, bosh, buff, 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 buff. Ow, I'm going to cut my nose. Buff, 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 buff. And then you are good to go. It is light to medium coverage, and it is meant to be apparently giving the Faux Filter liquid foundation a run for her money, apparently. This all-new stick formula grants the same waterproof formula and filtered finish, but now boasts a lighter, more buildable medium finish, all in a portable stick applicator. It comes with 39 shades, and the cost here in the UK is £32. The link where you can buy it will be in the description bar, so you can have a look in there. So we're testing this one out for about 5 to 6 hours, and we shall see if it is worth it or whether you should really leave it alone and save your money. So without further ado, let's go. Before we get started, just to let you know, I've already got primers on my face, and I said primers because I've got two here. One, this is number 1, which is, I've mentioned it before, this is Halamide Matte 12 in the center of my face where my pores are really large on my cheeks. I've used this is the Halamide HA Blur, which is actually for blurring the surface of the skin and smoothing it out. This is the shade 500G, and hopefully it is okay. So I'm just going to pull that. That's not bad. And more often than not, I try and match my neck, this area, simply because my face is darker. I don't try and match this area because it may not show on camera, but it's about 2 shades lighter. So it doesn't work. So you've got that. It is soft and creamy. You know what? Let me stop there. It does feel actually matte. It doesn't feel, it's really creamy but matte. It's a weird consistency. So let's just apply it. This brush here is the Real Techniques. I've gotten what it's called a foundation. It's a Real Technique foundation blender. It is really good and really quick as well. Oh, look at that. You see how easy it is to use this brush. It is brilliant for cream-based product as well as liquid products as well, and it just buffs things in. Fantastic. All right, so this is what it looks like with the first layer on. This is not enough for me, but you know, on a days, actually, to be honest, on a days when it feels as if I don't want to, or I don't feel like wearing makeup, then this wouldn't be too bad at all actually, with a little bit of you know, a color correction and stuff like that. It wouldn't be too bad. It feels really light. It feels almost like a powdery matte finish to the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. So yeah, so far so good. The shade actually I'm happy with. Hopefully it actually looks okay on camera, but in daylight it's actually really nice. But I'm just gonna go for a second layer because that's just not enough for me. But yeah, so we'll go for another layer. Alrighty people, look at that. 2 layers, and it still feels really, really light on the skin. This is definitely perfect for one of those where no makeup looks, because it goes and blends into your skin and looks really, really natural. It really looks really seamless. It has given enough coverage. At first I was like, this is light to medium coverage. Well, this is more medium buildable coverage. I mean, you could go light with the first layer and leave it at that. But yeah, it still managed to cover the dark spots that I've got here. Usually the top of my upper lip is also kind of a bit darker, especially when I don't remove all the facial hairs. And oh, shut up, you've got them as well. So so you've got that as well. And then of course under my eyes here, because they're sort of prominent but deep set, and with age as well, you know, skin elasticity kind of reduces. So I've now got like dark little circles in here, which I usually color correct, but I did not color correct this time. Just to point out that I did not add any new products. So basically after I'd done my face, I went over where the dark patches are lightly with this brush, just to see whether it had any effect. And it clearly does have an effect. It's much more improved. But can I still see the kind of like the dark skin there? Yes, but it's actually definitely a lot better. So yeah, so I'm really, really happy with it so far. As I said, color match is actually a lot better than the previous one, way better. But I'm just going to go and finish off the rest of my face. It is now 10:35, so I'm going to go and finish the rest of my face, and then I'll show you the finished look in a moment. This is what my face looks like after my makeup is done. I have to be honest and say I am not happy with how it looks at all. Personally, this is my skin. This foundation did not like the concealer that I used. I used the Kevyn Aucoin concealer, and let me just say I used that concealer last time with a different foundation that was liquid format, and it blended in really easy, nice. But this time round, it did not like it whatsoever. The areas where I used the concealer were hard to blend in. They're kind of got together with the foundation, and it just made it look really greasy. And then after they got together, it's almost as if the concealer and the foundation started gelling together and sort of separating from the skin. It looked really horrible. In the end, what I had to do was actually put a powder, which I always set the areas where I conceal it anyway, but I had to leave that powder there for a good 15 to 20 minutes for it to absorb all the greasiness and the oil, for it to look normal. So I had to really spend a bit of time buffing my powder in, which is the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder in number 4, and I had to really spend my time buffing that in way longer than I normally needed to. It took more work, but I think it's actually that the foundation did not work well with that specific concealer. The reason why I'm saying that is because I also used a Huda Beauty Tan Tool, which is for contouring, you know, to contour my face, and that one was fine. So those areas blended nicely, no issues whatsoever. It's just the Kevyn Aucoin one that had a reaction with it. So make of that what you will. And yes, the foundation still feels light. I personally don't think this is going to last. I know I'm kind of like saying things ahead of time, but really I cannot see this lasting. It's probably been about, I've been doing stuff, probably taking about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's now gone 12, I think, actually. No, tell a lie, it's 12:56 now since I was here, and I've just been doing stuff in the house and so on. But yeah, so this is what my face looks like, and already I can see bits of shine here as well, and my nose doesn't look quite smooth, the skin doesn't look so smooth, and I'm kind of looking at it and I really can't see this lasting, but it does feel light. Yeah, so that's that. Good evening, people. It is 17:48, so I've had this on now for just over 7 hours. This is what my face looks like. I'm gonna be really quick. Would I recommend this personally? It's a no. Because even though, I mean, the ring light, which is as low as you can get, and the soft boxes too here, really overemphasize everything. So actually my face is not as shiny, because I have tested other foundations where it was a lot worse. What I don't like about this is how my skin looks. It doesn't feel that way, but it looks yucky. I don't like it. It just feels, no, I'm looking at my teeth here to make sure lipstick is still in place, but I just don't like how my skin feels. I just feel as if I want to take it off, even though it feels light, by the way. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. And also the apparent reason why I'm saying no is because this can actually, if you put the wrong product with it, you're going to have a lot of work having to try and blend it in and put a lot of effort into this. This is meant to be really one of those as it was intended. So credit where credit is due, where it's super quick, buff, out the door, make it look natural, and that's fine. But if you're looking for longevity and you want to be able to put that in, you know, to go out during the day, full day at work and all that stuff, I wouldn't personally recommend this. I would not reach for this, and I would not repurchase it, but I'll definitely use it whilst I've got it. And I think the other thing that also is, because it's stick foundation, but it's £32. If it was maybe around the £24-25, I might be able to give it a bit more leeway, but for me, it's a no. It also contains coconut oil in there for me, which is a no. I'm getting used to using some oils, rosehip oil, but they have to be very specific, otherwise my skin just doesn't like it. So for foundation which includes oil in it, no. Sorry, but no. Look at the shine there. I just feel yucky. I'm sorry. That's my personal experience. Obviously, you guys, you decide you want to try it. Go ahead, your money, you spend it how you like. I can only show you my own, you know, share my views and show you my own experience of it. So it is up to you. But for me, I'll have to pass on this one for extremely oily skin. If you've got normal skin, this will be a lovely foundation to have, by the way. Lucky you. But if you've got dry skin as well, I don't know about that. You're going to have to really think about it. But yeah. Thank you people for watching. Stay safe wherever you are. And